home now, and I was just doing a little bit of prep work for going back and completing the Resonant archives. The one issue is that I have oh yeah, I updated the X skills mod patch, and it seems to be working now, which is great. And as you can see there, I just got, I think I did 3 ingots, well, I did 5 ingots worth of arrowheads. If you do the math on that, that should be 45, but I got an extra 18. So, yeah, we got the bonus, plus we're letting the machine do it, which itself is great. Constituent services are made easier. So, but I hear a lot of your other points. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of inventory managing here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Where did I put? I had another saddle somewhere. Should be minimized in support of it, the most democratic one, like the Senate, for instance. The Senate is a relic that, you know, shouldn't, and it's not impossible to imagine a politics that does do something to... So what we're going to do today is we're going to finish, to some extent, putting our clothes away. Alright, so there's a lot of the clothes, and then, let's check on these. I'm doing a whole nother set of bloomeries. I ran out of iron ingots, actually, or iron nuggets, so I had to do almost all of them, but not one more. It can be done by an act of Congress, too. They're looting Senate seat votes in the Electoral College. How that works? Count of Monte Cristo says that one benefit of expanding the size of the House is that it's easier now for companies to control the House by buying out fewer lawmakers and having to do more research for how to sway them. Yeah, I mean... Okay, right, so like that's pretty much all of my stuff there. Yeah. Just mathematically. I mean, they'd be able to be gerrymandered and stuff like that, but... I guess that's true. Party with a Geese says, it's 100% the idea that people in prison shouldn't have a better life than me, so I can barely afford a home, food on the table, free time to learn, work out, etc. So here is this resin thing now, and or this glue pot, and I made a new barrel. Where did I put it? Did I set it down? I thought I did. Said, in case you haven't noticed, and I know you have orange. I'm making a new Falks as well there. Urbonia says, I think the attitude of hierarchy and punishment also explains our collective treatment of homeless people pretty well. Yeah, well said. Well, I made a barrel, but is it just here? Okay. So you can squeeze these right into a barrel. You don't need to go through a bowl, I don't think, anymore. Drew from Toledo, what's on your mind? Or bucket, if you prefer. Okay, so there we go. We got 30 of these. Did I get a bonus there? I feel like I didn't have 30 going in. I feel like I had like 24, 28. Oh, I added 2, yeah. Okay, that's right. We're gonna do 8 at a time here, I guess.
You pick. Which one you think is more important to say?
These iron things there. And I think I have an arrow chest somewhere. Right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to take 63 feathers. And we need 63 sticks now. And we can go ahead and make these iron arrows up, like so. Alright. So they're +2 arrows, which is why we're using them. Now, next thing I'm going to do, let's... Oh. Thought I heard somebody throw a rock at me. I could be wrong. I love our cute little winter house. It's, I need to, like, adorn it and stuff, but it's... I like this. I think I might keep this as a bit of a long haul, even as we add castle walls and such. Speaking of walls, I think what I'll do with these fences for now, that I got from the dungeon, is make a little area here. Does that look okay? I don't know, I'll probably change this around at some point. And I guess we should continue working on tweaking this landscaping here. Now that we've got a building here, I think it makes sense to knock this out pretty much.
So much, and best of luck. Keep us updated, okay? Thank you very much for taking my call. Of course.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
Okay, so let's
go ahead and get rid of this log real quick.
Here.
We'll see if the afforestation works.
I don't know how long he's been on vacation, but he's back to like be noticeable, I guess.
Okay, and we've been seeing an interesting split on the right that we've just talked about a bit in the context of the Tucker Carlson interview on Israel. You know, like
okay, so we're gonna just get rid of all this here, and we'll just make it into part of this hill, basically. There, that's pretty good. Maybe a second.
And then you have the Marjorie Taylor Greens, the Tucker Carlson,
that's pretty good. Okay.
Candace Owens of the world, who are framing the genocide of Palestinians as in some way discriminatory.
I'll go ahead and put this in storage.
And trying to, you know, attack it from an isolationist
and then these can go
which is earnest, but also has these anti-Jewish undertones
in storage as well.
And so, where will Steven Crowder?
I think I have a crate with granite stones.
Do so convincingly. I'm actually genuinely curious. I haven't seen this yet. Matt, you can set this up.
Well, this video is called "This Fall Off Needs to Be Studied," and it's about Tucker Carlson. So here is.
Okay, so we actually had another thing of sticks, so I'm gonna put these sticks in this one.
Because I don't love this fact, but he's one of the top political podcasts in the country.
Yeah, and Crowder is, you know.
Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a bit of silver working. I've got one of the silver ingot I found in the thing, plus a hodgepodge of nuggets I found to make this, and we're gonna do a plate ultimately.
Has there ever been Palestinians or Hamas who have threatened America? Well, yeah, of course, threatened Americans. Yeah, of course, to America. That's the so-called threat. So, like, right, like in the context of
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and light this up, and we'll make that into a plate. Meanwhile, I'm gonna set these down, I guess, just here. Cool. And yeah, cool. We got. I put enough ingredients for 8 candles. I got 9. I'm not sure if that's a perk or what, but I'll take it.
Currently Palestinian Americans, but we can look up the USS Liberty and stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these here, except for maybe I'll make one lantern.
Individual American on American soil? Well, no, because
And I didn't bother to
security measures to make sure that doesn't happen.
ensure I got a
I'm sorry. A missile from Iran could reach
oak
this
seed
country.
there.
We don't have that capacity. Palestinians don't have an airport. They don't have an army. They don't have long-range weaponry.
Okay,
Are
so
we
we'll get 2
serious?
clear glass
What's
here.
he talking about here? They can't
And then
even
the other thing is, this
Israel
is
was
now
not
empty, so I'll take that back
United States.
to use as my transport chest. And then, let's see here, where are we at with the silver? Okay, it's basically ready. Well, that heats up faster than iron, doesn't it? Or did I have 2? I might have had 2 coals in this. Okay, well, either way, no need to wait around for that one. So I'll go ahead and have silver plate, and these are now done. Go ahead and get these out. Okay. And I'll start knocking these out. Okay, that's the finishing touch perk that we just saw, the immediate turnaround there.
Have they ever killed an American, threatened an American on American soil? Here, hold on a second. I thought we were going to have an honest discussion. So let's go to who first. Who is Mother Stephanopoulos? Of course, George Stephanopoulos' sister, former Clinton advisor and broadcaster, George Stephanopoulos. This is his sister. She's obviously been connected for quite a while. She's a U.S.-born Russian Orthodox nun. She does have a very long history of flat-out lying, just to be clear, factually, in a verifiable way, lying. So, verifiable way, we're going to look at the sources that Crowder cites here, things like the Jerusalem Post, or the, 2002 Palestinian terrorists seized the Church of Nativity in Bethlehem. No. So, this is the siege of
Okay.
Nativity in Bethlehem
So
during the Second Intifada, which was provoked by Israel, storming the Temple Mount or the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and also
I'm going to go ahead and put these down here. Those are meteoric iron, by the way. And we'll just do as many of these as we can.
Israel laid siege to it for 40 days, and here's a Franciscan monk at the time. Let's just see, I guess maybe this guy's a Hamas supporter, as Stephen Crowder likes it, but let's see who he blames.
I've been warning for days now that an attack is imminent, and on behalf of my brothers calling on the church and the world to intervene with the Israeli government to persuade it not to launch it. What we have heard instead are lying promises, day after day, hour after hour from the Israeli government to the whole world that they will never attack. There were signs of an impending attack. There were many signs.
So Israel was saying that the Christians are lying, or that we're holding up with the Palestinians in this church.
Okay, and we'll just go ahead and put that.
They were actually held hostages, and the Israelis.
And we'll keep going as long as we can.
No, Stephanopoulos' sister was one of the Christians who was in the church saying.
I'm not sure. I feel like I might have gotten a... Well, that's 22, 30. Now we're good. I was going to say, we shouldn't be getting bonus ingots at all. The perk only gives bonuses to tools and such.
No, I mean, it makes sense, though, given his lack of popularity, because we're seeing this, too, now. It was just in Axios that Israel is openly courting right-wing influencers, and I would imagine that there are some people that are very much interested, including a guy like Tim Pool, who met with him, and Dave Rubin, Benjamin Netanyahu, that is, are very interested in some extra subsidization for their content.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to read this quote that's up there right now. If you look at
I find that even with the health hammer, it's useful to help it along by shaving off big chunks of the slag. It can pretty much handle everything else. And this one is going pretty fast right now. It can go faster. I mean, I've seen people get these things up to speed where they can go so fast that it's basically instantaneous, whatever you put in it. Okay, and that might be the last one, because they need to, yeah, they're under temperature now. I'll tell you what though. Might as well just finish these all off.
And the first article is Judea and Samaria, summer is here. Looking for something to do?
What a shock. Exactly. I mean, this is Crowder News. Trust that over the Christians.
And the reason I'm doing this all now is because they've already got heat, and heat itself is a nice resource, and so we're just going to keep that as much as possible. Okay. Where did that Inga go? Did I pick it up? I think I did. Okay. Oh.
Sometimes there are articles that say she accused people falsely of rape. Now, keep in mind, she always said this is what. Where were those articles? Those from the Jewish press too, Stephen? Someone else told me she's never experienced this herself or seen it herself.
We're just gonna keep lumping these together as we heat them up, so that we can keep working at least one at all times. Quite a few good ingots here.
So you can check all the references. That's who this person is, if you want to know the motivations there and how much you would align with this person's perspective. Let me just rattle off a few examples of so clearly factually inaccurate statements that were pushed back on 0%, so you can kind of guess how the rest of the interview goes. Here's the very first claim that she makes. She says that the Christian population in Israel is declining. Well, that's a good point, Emma. That's what's happening right now. Which is that the Christians do need to hear what this woman has to say. What's going on in their supposed holy land. They should hear it. And Stephen Crowder is poisoning the well to try to protect that from ever happening. That's all that's happening right here. Yeah. And that were two examples of so clearly factually inaccurate statements that were pushed back on 0%. So you can kind of guess how the rest of the interview goes. Here's the very first claim that she makes. She says that the Christian population in Israel is declining. Go.
I keep reading that the Christian population in the region has declined dramatically since Israel became a state in 1948. And I'm not quite sure why.
Israel has continued to grow and think that they can dominate the Christian areas, the areas of Palestine, so they make it very difficult for anyone else to be able to live there.
But I'm just still confused by the idea that the Christian population is declining under Israeli rule. You would think just the opposite.
They do not want any Palestinians there. So the majority of Christians in Israel and Palestine are Palestinian. So they have to leave too.
Okay, let's put the conflation that she does on the, I'm using the term loosely, on the side here. And you know what, this should be fine. A lot of people are afraid. Because there's some, I'll tell you this, there's some dirty pool that takes place if people criticize Tucker. You're not part of the Cool Club. I keep reading the Christian population declines there since Israel has become, since they've gained statehood. But why are you reading that? Because Israel's Christian population is increasing. From 23 to 24 recently, it's been an increase of 0.6%, and it's grown by 5 times. The Christian population has multiplied by 5 since 48.
Okay, actually, I want to see that source. And maybe we can pause for a
So to make a lantern, a silver lantern, which has higher light output, you have to make it from scratch. You can't just add it. So that's why we're doing it this way.
Because Palestinians have no access to basic health care and things like contraceptive care, and they're also very young as a population compared to other populations. Because even prior to
I'm gonna do a quick plate
the luxury of getting old,
so I can make my lantern.
they leave, and so yes, their population grows because
There we go.
they don't have contraception and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a common thing that people put people under occupation. That not just Gaza or Palestine, West
Okay.
Bank in general. But
Keep making these now.
a whole lot else to do with the conditions.
And to make a lantern with the silver plate in it, you simply add the silver plate to the lantern off to the side there. And this will give me 20, whereas this is only 18. So that might sound like a small difference, but at this level, it's actually kind of a big deal.
Recently, it's been an increase of 0.6%, and it's grown by 5 times. The Christian population's grown, has multiplied by 5 since 48. Let's contrast that with the Christian population in Palestine. 90% decline since 1922.
Okay. So that's even dumber than I thought. I thought he was referring to Palestine at the beginning there. No, he's talking about Christian Zionists in Israel?
Yes, and so the thing that's happened here is if you ask Christians in Palestine why they're leaving, they blame Israel. And here's a piece from American Magazine, I believe the Catholic magazine. Indians, Christians have lived in Palestine since the origins of Christianity about 2,000 years ago. Over the centuries, Christians immigrated to Palestine. Palestinian Christians comprised at least 15% of the Palestinian population in the late 19th century under Ottoman Muslim rule, and about 7.5% in 1944 in the family.
Okay, so we've got 12 ingots here. Now, what I'm going to start doing now is start making our iron ingot, or anvil. We need to do that. Unfortunately, this is no help at this point. You need about, I think it's 5 ingots to get this going. And I would recommend just banging this out slowly but surely. Each layer rather than otherwise, because the problem is the ingots add fewer voxels if there's less room. I think, I could be wrong about this, but I think they add fewer voxels if there's less room for them. Alright, let's do another one. Yeah, I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what's happening.
Or is it Jews? Is it exclusively Jewish folks? Or in either of these settlements? Stephen Crowder supports these settlements more than he supports the indigenous Christians to Palestine. That's what's happening right here. I don't know. You don't have a bell, though.
Ding! So Pavlovian.
In Palestine, 90% decline since 1922. It's a factually incorrect statement, and both of them make it.
Okay, let me see if I can work these voxels out now.
Here's the thing, I can't stand AIPAC, and I don't think that the United States should be supporting Israel to the tune of billions of dollars like we do. I think it's good to have an ally, and I hope that they blow up every single last member of Hamas until they get the hostages back. You mean Tucker knows another Christian population of the country he wants to hate? Neither do y'all.
Well, I mean, also, one important thing to understand about the Christians, especially the Arab Christians in Israel, is that they're also not fans of the Israeli state, though. Like, a lot of them are.
Okay, this is coming along nicely.
People are driven to, like, richer states and regions. Like, there's, like, a wealth issue when it comes to Israel that drives refugees from other parts of the Middle East. But when you actually, at least from the recent poll, like the most recent poll I was able to find from Pew, like, weeks ago, which was, again, a while ago, they don't support the Israeli ethnic state project. They think, along with the Arab Muslims in the region, that Israel can't be an apartheid state and a democracy at the same time. So just talking about the number of Christians there is irrelevant to the reality.
So we're getting pretty good progress here. I think we'll need just one more ingot.
Project, which is bad. They don't like it there.
Probably should make another hammer before I lose track of this one. We'll do that next.
You can like Tucker. Hey, that's not even admonished, but this is factually incorrect. Here's another one that's made. That Christians, specifically Christians, need a permit to travel to Jerusalem.
A Christian who lives in Bethlehem cannot go to Jerusalem. to the Holy Sepulchre without a permit
Okay, there it is.
by Israel.
We got the
and
perk.
they
That
don't
came in
need
handy.
those permits, especially now.
Okay, so I'm going to place this here for now.
Without permission from Israel.
And let's make that hammer real quick.
That's interesting because I mean, those Christians that you're describing, they're the descendants of the
Absolutely, yeah. They've been there from the beginning, yeah.
So specifically Christians can't, and then so Christians can't. All Palestinian citizens need permits to travel between Israel and Palestinian governed area.
So what this is an admission of is that it's not about religion.
Okay, so there's our hammer. Now we'll go ahead and do the top of the anvil. I just started out with 3 ingots right off the bat. This one's not as bad.
That's the one good source he has too, B'Tselem, which just proves everyone's point about, and also maybe but also sort of undercuts again Tucker's focus on this as a Christian, a story of Christian, anti-Christian hate, basically, and it's about Zionism and imperialism, which the right's narrative about this.
It's about radical nationalism, not religious sectarianism.
Hey, look, I'm just putting our journalism hat on. I'm just asking a question. Could you guess why? Do you think maybe there's some security issues? Do you think maybe the idea of now wherever you line up, I wouldn't fault Palestinians and Hamas for requiring permits. In fact, because no one actually goes there because they get shot at. But I wouldn't.
Shut up by the Israelis.
Yeah, right.
Okay, one more should probably do it.
I don't know. How many rockets have been launched at our civilian population today? Come on in. But they make it sound like it's just Christians.
Wait, what do you mean, come on in? Gaza, people can't leave. That was the other thing I wanted to make about his thing about Palestinian terrorism, and that they would kill us. They would kill us, this hysterical little man baby. Does he have his holsters on yet? Maybe that's why he's feeling a little scared.
Yeah, the gun is gone. There's no gun visible, Stephen.
No, but it's a concentration camp, you psycho. Yeah, it's dangerous. And why is that? Because Israel's bombing the hell out of them, and it's also the reason that they are not a terroristic threat to the United States, because they literally can't leave the concentration camp.
Okay.
Micah's clip of Smochik saying that our response will come not in documents, not in decisions or declarations, but in facts. In the facts of houses, in the facts of neighborhoods, roads, and more Jewish families will build lives. He does not. That is Jewish lives. And that is not just to dilute, but mainly to dilute the Palestinian Muslim population. But there are Palestinian Christians, and that people like Smotrich that Browder capes for are every bit as set on diluting their demographic as they are as the Muslims in Palestine. That's what the facts on the ground are for. They are to dilute the demographics of those people. That's what Zionism is.
This takes a while, I guess, probably from this angle, but that's okay. We'll get there. I wish I had the Master Smith perk, which I think allows me to move voxels using the heavy hit directly into place.
It's not true. Here's another one that's factually incorrect. It's just not even close. That Israel and the United States specifically installed a new regime in Syria.
I find it mind-boggling.
This is 100% true.
This is just basic news, man.
I mean, I don't even.
Jelani's pro-Israel.
Yeah. Do we need more of that? I mean,
No, we don't. But let's just say, you mentioned about Israel looking for influencers, and
yes.
Stephen
Okay, I think I just need one more ingot. Finish this out, basically.
His very first YouTube video on his channel. It was entitled "Go Team Israel," and he's featuring Obama.
Oh, he loves looking at Obama's body.
So we have the entire Crowder experience here, some weird sort of
Gay shit?
gay stuff, and then supporting Israel. But here he is. This is
Okay, here we go.
Manages to keep a very small, unattractively frail stature while maintaining virtually zero muscle mass whatsoever. I guess those cigarettes are catching up with him. Here's to hoping you don't fall off the wagon again, big guy. In case some of you out there don't know where I stand, go Team Israel! To Israel, listen, despite current trends or political winds, just know that you guys have some serious allies here in the States, and we love you, we support you, and Godspeed.
And there it is. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take the rest of these and just place them here.
He's like a Manchurian candidate.
And let's disable this for the sound factor.
I just thought it was so funny when he said earlier.
And then we already have this done. I've got my powdered borax that I found. I also found, I think I showed you on camera, finding actual borax, but I think I found this in the dungeon, so that's always a good option. And then we're just going to hit this with left click about, what was it, 8 times or 12 times? I think 12 times. There it is. Okay, and we've got our iron anvil now, which we will be using for... We can now work our meteoric iron ingots for one thing.
With Israelis taking over all of the Holy Lands from the books that you purportedly live your life by.
Okay, next thing is the bow. So this is in order to defeat this dungeon.
Giving settlers like Smotrich rifles to go and just murder people in the streets. And you've had multiple churches bombed. I mean, that's the other thing they don't even get into, because that's what Crowder's audience, like, if they heard that woman say, yes, Israel is intentionally targeting churches, which they are. They have bombed churches. Why haven't we
Let's put our stuff away here.
I think one thing you have to understand about people like Steven Crowder too, which is I think not something he's going to articulate for his audience, because not everyone in his audience will feel this way. A lot of people feel like, you know,
Alright, and let's put this
Christianity
extra
is about
lantern
whiteness.
somewhere.
That's why, like, Jesus is portrayed as white. And so for a portion of his audience who
Cool.
are Christian, it's going to be hard
Okay,
to believe that
excellent.
there could be Arab Christians, because we've homogenized the entire region to be like Muslim, to justify like this bombing of them, because being Islam, I mean, rather being a Muslim is like being a barbarian. And so for some people who find out in his audience that there are Christians there, this is going to be their first time even imagining that there could be like an Arab Christian. And for some people in his audience, they won't even be able to bridge that gap. They won't be able to understand it. So he's relying, I think, on his audience being very,
Okay, there we go.
and having been fed a very, very steady diet of like dehumanizing propaganda.
And it is 3 in the morning, so let's have a quick
To make them seem as
rest.
alien to your average suburban like Westerner as possible. Like
We've
they
got
can't
all
be
of our food in
Christian,
these
they
bowls
can't
now,
be-
which is
they
great.
can't have families. They can't have women who have rights. They must just be
I'll use the straw bed since it's so late already.
Yeah, let's just play a little bit more of this interview with the nun here, because this is I think a key question.
Alright, let's do an armor check.
When Crowder's like, what's all the Muslims that are
I mean, I could definitely use some more
that sort of thing. This is
leather, but I think we'll be okay for
Well, they have swimming pools in their settlements and green
for this
grass that
encounter.
Christian Zionists are paying for.
Famous last words, huh?
Have you, you know, a lot of Christians in the Holy Land. How many support the government of Israel? Do you know?
The Palestinians within Israel?
Yeah.
So in order to build a sailboat, by the way, we need to get rollers,
I don't know.
which is made from firewood. So let's...
Any that really would. what's the especially now? I mean, they're literally throwing
I'm going to
out
just kind of start
Palestinian,
this. We're not going to finish this today, but I'm going to start...
There's a sense that Christians support this program.
Of course not. And to the
I can't remember how many we
when I
need.
first moved there in '98, there was hope for peace, and there was a much stronger peace movement within Israel. People who recognize not just a cold peace, but that we can live together.
We need 5, okay.
And we should work towards that. But that's certainly been abolished.
It's
now.
just so strange.
There you go.
None of the Christians in the Holy Land support Israel. Christians in what? Denton, where's Crowder living these days? Texas?
Yeah.
They love Israel.
Okay, so I've got my rollers.
Westerners have been fed like a very, like, vulgar understanding of
Got this aged
Judeo-Christianity,
ladder somewhere.
which is entirely meant to sell evangelical Christian
Zionism.
Yeah, Zionism, like evangelical Zionism, as opposed to understanding like Abrahamic religions, which would
Oh, this is not glued, so that's not going to come off. Okay. Damn.
Well, very hilarious
Whatever.
stuff
Okay.
by Steven. I'm sure
Well,
if he wants, he can get some of that sweet Israel.
here's the
Gaga
problem. We
money
need
that
to make
seems
a
like there's
bow,
lot
but
of
I'm
folks
pretty
auditioning.
sure...
All right, guys. I'm sorry. No more time for calls, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is not
It's
even
time
close to
get out
dry.
of here. Such a terrible timeline when we have to agree with Tucker recently says Godspeed, you majority reporter. I know. Cole from Boulder Rock. Sure, there are
So to
Christians
do a
in Gaza,
recurve
but they're
bow,
brown, so they're
we would
inherently
need
less
1
valuable
leather.
to the Christians over here to the right.
That's really, yeah.
Actually, if we had a survival goods trader, we could make this ourselves. But that's the recurve bow.
Zionism is a white supremacist
And
ideology.
also for the...
Mr. Global South says crazy
longbow,
I got, like, 3
we
times
still need
travel
a
fashion
leather,
over
so
and Bill Clinton. Oh my god. Was it Epstein related?
I don't know if there's a survival
Lydia
goods.
Rose
I guess there
This
is.
is a great illustration of 2 sides of the same argument on the right.
Let's
Well
see.
done. Well, I gotta give credit to Matt on that, not myself.
I think it might be worth traveling over there
As cathartic as it is to imagine bad
because
people
I just don't think we're gonna have time to wait for this to dry.
This is a good reminder for me, who's been having some fantasies recently. No bad deed demotes someone from human to non-human.
Okay, let's go up here and check on our leather working.
People shifts the focus from actions to character. It's not illegal to be an asshole, and thinking you're one of the good ones stops you from recognizing the bad in yourself.
Okay, let's get 12 of those. That's sweet tannin. Do we have how much strong tannin do we have?
Having a great trip, but come back soon. We miss you.
I miss you all too. I didn't want to put that into the YouTube post, but I do.
Oh, we miss you too.
I'm the first streamer who's going to have a stronger parasocial relationship with each and every one of my viewers than they have with me. I'm already stalking a good proportion of them, like actively, like at least 35%.
If you become if you subscribe to the Discourse brand, and we'll stalk you. That can be your.
Oh no, that's a free. That's a free. That's a
freebie. Brick City born people using the wrong bathroom on many occasions by mistake, do out of order, long lines, kids with opposite gender parents, etc. This is a basic human need. Anyone who cannot respect anyone needing to use a facility should be the ones not allowed to use public ones. Yeah.
DSA had gender neutral bathrooms.
Oh yes, they did. Yeah, it's
nobody dies.
Yes, I know. I mean, like in New York
there's
City,
5
so
here too.
and it's just like I'm not really thinking about the person next to me, but it seems like right wingers are. All right, 3 more.
Also, the women's bathroom is often much more crowded than the men's, so it probably helps women. It definitely helps women if they're allowed to go into the men's in case of overflow.
Okay, so I'll just leave those there for now. All right, let's go out to the trader. I think we've got everything else we would need. I did cull my birds, as you can tell by the fact that I have so many feathers. So I'm down to 1 hen.
Been groomed toward that for his entire life by his dad.
And we'll be having another batch soon.
And the final IM of the day.
It's like Henry David Thoreau.
Oh yeah.
I wish to live deliberately.
Let me check on my pen animals down here.
The final IM of the day. Milo. I come from a family of Baha'is. Am I saying that correctly? I'm sorry. If I'm not. I've only seen
Okay, still pregnant there. These goats have grown up, I think, all 5 of them. So we got, fortunately, we do have 3 ewes, which is nice. Okay, so
for those of us from Iran, this is very familiar because we were also told to shut up about our beliefs in public. Just an interesting similarity. Well said. All right, guys, appreciate you all. Binder, Brandon, Matt, Brian. Love it. Appreciate you all. We will see you tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to this survival good trader. Where's this bridge? There it is. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna cross the bridge and head to the survival goods trader this way. Oh, there's another bighorn. I wonder if they just spawn anew when you get rid of them in an area. I think that might be what's happening here. I mean, I could kill it. Where is it? Oh well, I've lost it anyway. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, I think it's by itself. It might have been one of those babies. Maybe that family had 4. Either that or it's a new spawn, but either way, I'll take the jerky for the road, not to mention the hide and the fat. Actually, I might make a pelt. I think I've got enough hides back home. Okay, so let's head this way. The survival goods trader is just down this way a bit. If you ever want to know what a trader sells, you can look them up. Why can't I find this guy? Okay, well, anyway, if I click on that, I can certainly click on this here. Well, I thought I could. I think there's a mod that needs updated or something there. Maybe it's modded, I guess, but in any event, you can definitely look it up manually on the wiki. But I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there's a mod that allows you to just click on it in your handbook. That should absolutely be the case, if it's not already. Alright, well, we'll just hope this guy has a bow. Not really looking for a simple bow. Would prefer an actual, like, recurve bow. I would take a long bow reluctantly. Beautiful lupine here. Ooh, and we've got some bizarrely ripe flax here, too. Let's see here. So we're going to need to go around this lip of this mountain here, and it is getting, for this time of year, kind of late. 3:35. This is a weird structure. Looks like it was trying to be a river. It's like a dried up riverbed. That's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like it because rivers do indeed dry up. Yeah, that's really cool. Well done, if that's on purpose. Cool. Okay, now here's that ruin that we've looked at before. That has nothing of value in it. Other than clutter, which we can glue at some point in the future. Oh, I should probably be getting resin while I'm over here, too. Just because we're definitely in no strong position when it comes to resin. Have I been in here? Apparently not. Okay, so search for a node here to see if there's any silver. This is called Joseph Gets Distracted Constantly by Caves and other things. At least this cave is somewhat straightforward. Have I done an actual probe in here before? No. Let's do an actual probe too. Okay, very high bismuth. That's cool. Wouldn't mind more of that. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Okay, so we'll go back to the intersection over here. Oh, wait. There's a little secret passage here. Cool. Okay, here's the intersection. I didn't do a search on this quartz, did I? Yep, none there either. Okay, so that's good. That's value, not particularly valuable quartz. That's where we came in from. So we'll head this way now. Let's go this direct angle first. Nothing. Native copper, medium amount. Oh, that's because of that surface deposit, which we have already marked, so I'm not going to screw around with it right now. And we do have trace bismuth. So, excuse me, what I could do here is just mark a little bit of bismuth on our thing, and we are, where are we at? Do I not have my coordinates up? I don't. How did I disable that? Is it N or V? Is it V? There it is. Okay. And then I'll put the height at 129. Okay, so that's bismuth, but yeah, this cave is kind of boring, so. Now, how do I get out? Here we go. And I believe, yeah, this is where the entrance was, so I'll mark this as explored as well by taking my pink dot and changing it to a brown dot. That's my system. Probably kind of subtle. So I'll go ahead and sleep at the traders too while I'm over here. Are there any other sources of resin that I can... No. Let's go ahead and cross here. Just check out... oh, here's another cave. Bismuth, sphalerite, cassiterite. Sort of your bronze type additives. Or I should say copper additives. Okay, there we go. And our friend the trader is just right up here. Checking for resin. There was a mod that allowed you to make glue out of like animal parts. I should look that up at some point. Because like in real life, that's one major source of glue was like animal parts, sinew, whatever. Okay, let's see what we got. We do have a recurve bow available. That's awesome. Okay. So we'll go ahead and buy that. I don't know, should I buy salt over here? Probably not. Alright. Cool. Oh shit, he doesn't have a bed. Okay. Well, I guess I'll head back home, since I can't sleep here. I mean, I could make a bed, but it's kind of a pain in the ass making grass beds in the winter, because you have to find grass that's, like, protected from snow accumulation. Because if you try to harvest grass, here, I'll show you the difference. That one just disappears. This one disappears. That one disappears. But this one, you can get. So, it's very inconvenient in the winter. I think it's more convenient to just go back home. There's this ruin. Some kind of cool stuff. I mean, I could take the cooking pot. Couldn't hurt. Okay, and then we'll cross right about here. Again, the game could be a little bit harsher on people getting wet in winter. I think that would be a nice change. Because, like, you are wet, soaking wet. Body temperature, though, is still perfect. I mean, I think it does affect your coldness, but, you know, not really. I mean, not significant. I guess what I mean is not significantly. Yeah. So this next part of the dungeon is somewhat dangerous. And by the way, I did use a temporal gear off camera right outside the dungeon so that if I do die, I have the ability to go get my stuff back pretty easily, but without having to like come from all the way from home. That's like something that I always forget to do, but it's definitely something people should do. Okay. I need to update my Forgotten Armor mods, it looks like.
Welcome to Horror Babble. Today, after many requests, we're pleased to present a recording
Okay, that one hurt.
of The Mound by H.P. Lovecraft and Zelia.
I do have a ladder up from this chasm. I mean, this is a cool little river system that could be useful for boats and stuff.
As always, we thank you and all of our listeners for your continued support.
Where's my... There's the ladder. Okay, so I have to start over here.
The Mound by H.P. Lovecraft and Zelia Bishop. 1. It is only within the last few years that most people have stopped thinking of the West as a new land. I suppose the idea gained ground because our own special civilization happens to be new there. But nowadays, explorers are digging beneath the surface and bringing up whole chapters of life that rose and fell among these plains.
Okay, so we're back home.
Recorded history began.
It feels good to
We
be
think
home.
nothing of a Pueblo village 2,500 years old, and it hardly jolts us when archaeologists put the subpedregal culture of Mexico back to 17,000 or 18,000 BC. We hear rumors of still older things too, of primitive man contemporaneous with extinct
Okay,
animals,
so we're
and
basically
to a few fragmentary
just
bones
taking
and
this extra
artifacts,
day
so
to
that the idea
have the
of
bow.
is
I'm going to
fading
put this
out
here.
pretty rapidly.
So let's just go ahead and sleep and get rested, and that'll actually heal us too, which is nice.
Deep deposits from successive life streams better than we do. Only a couple of years ago, a British author spoke
While I'm
of
sleeping, I'm going to go
Arizona
grab a quick snack from the kitchen. Cool. I injured myself briefly at kickball last night, so I'm a little bit sore from that. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now on today, we're going to start out by just going down. Well, let me just take this path that I've made down to the water. Could run into some opposition on the way, and in fact we will. Well, that's good enough. I'll let them be at this point. And then we need to put our rolling logs down. But I probably need to build a little bit of a landing.
One of the many ghost tales which were current among the white settlers, but which had strong Indian corroboration, and, I felt sure, an ultimate Indian source. They were very curious, these open-air ghost tales, and though they sounded flat and prosaic in the mouths of the white people, they had earmarks of linkage with some of the richest and obscurest phases of native mythology.
Okay, so we're just going to get rid of these shrubs real quick. And then I think what we'll do is we will simply start building a little river dock right about here. And we will probably build some kind of dock, but for now I'm going to just make a little something like this, actually.
And came out with a wild yarn of nocturnal cavalry horses in the air between great armies of invisible specters. Battles that involve the rush of hooves and feet, the thud of blows.
Actually, no, this is fine.
Metal, the muffled cries of warriors, and the fall of human and equine bodies. These things happened by moonlight, and frightened his horse as well as himself. The sounds persisted an hour at a time, vivid but subdued as if brought from a distance by a wind, and unaccompanied by any glimpse of the armies themselves. Later on, Willis learned that the seat of the sounds was a notoriously haunted spot, shunned by settlers and Indians alike. Many had seen, or half seen, a warring horseman in the sky, and had furnished...
Oh wow, there's a full fucking cave right here.
The settlers described the ghostly fighters as Indians.
Oh, that's where this guy went.
No familiar tribe, and having the most singular costumes and weapons.
Okay, so we need to avoid that cave.
But they could not be sure the horses were really horses. The Indians, on the other hand, did not seem to claim the specters as kinsfolk. They referred to them as those people, the old people, or they who dwell below, and appeared to hold them in too great a frightened veneration.
Okay.
Much about them. No ethnologist had been able to pin any tale-teller down
So
to a specific
we need to get this
description of the
even
beast.
with this
Nobody had ever
here.
had a very clear look at them. The Indians had one or two old proverbs about these phenomena, saying that men very old make very big spirit, not so old, not so big, older than all time, then spirit he so big he near flesh. Those old people and spirits they mix up, get all the same. Now all of
Okay,
this, of
there's that
course, is
one.
old stuff to an ethnologist, of a piece with the persistent legends of rich hidden cities and buried races which abound among the Pueblo and Plains Indians, and which Lord Coronado centuries ago, on his vain search for the fabled Quivira. What took me into western Oklahoma was something far more definite and tangible, a local and distinctive tale which, though really old, was wholly new to the outside world of research, and which involved the first clear descriptions of the ghosts which it treated of. There was an added thrill in the fact that it came from the remote town of Binga in Caddo County, a place I had long known as the scene of a very terrible and partly inexplicable occurrence connected with the snake god myth. The tale, outwardly, was an extremely
Okay,
naive
so there we have a
and centered in a huge lone mountain,
sturdily built.
small hill that rose above the plain
Well,
about
it's a
a
good
third
start.
of a
Let's
mile
see how
west of the village, a mound which some
if I can get
thought of
this layer now without too much
but which
trouble.
others believed to be a burial place or ceremonial dais constructed by prehistoric tribes. This mound, the villagers said, was constantly haunted by two Indian figures which appeared in alternation. An old man who paced back and forth along the top from dawn till dusk, regardless of the weather and with only brief intervals of disappearance, and a squaw took his place at night with a blue flame torch that glimmered quite continuously till morning. When the moon was bright, the squaw's peculiar figure could be seen fairly plainly, and over half
Well,
the villagers agreed that the
I guess I'll
apparition
leave
was
that
headless.
there for light.
Local opinion was divided as to the motives and relative ghostliness of the two visions. Some held that the man was not a ghost at all, but a living Indian who had killed and beheaded a squaw for gold and buried her somewhere on the mound. According to these theorists, he was pacing the eminence through sheer remorse, bound by the spirit of his
Making a
victim,
little
which
staircase
took
here.
visible shape after dark. But other theorists, more uniform in their spectral beliefs, held that both man and woman were ghosts, the man having killed the squaw and himself as well at some very distant period. These and minor variant versions seem to have been current ever since the settlement of the Wichita country in 1889, and were, I was told, sustained to an astonishing degree.
Okay,
by
so with that,
existing
I think we can
phenomena
finally
which
talk
anyone
about
might observe for himself. Not many ghost tales offer such
placing
free
this
and
down.
open
Do I,
proof.
is it F?
I was very
Yeah.
eager to see what bizarre
Need it to
wonders
face
might be
west.
lurking in this small, obscure village so far
And I
from the
probably need to
beaten path
delete
of
this.
crowds and from the
Do I need to, like, break these?
searchlight of scientific knowledge. So, in the late summer of
Okay, let's try
1928,
that.
I took a train for Bingo and brooded on strange mysteries as the cars rattled timidly along their single track through a lonelier and lonelier landscape. Bingo is a
Can I
modest
set these
cluster of
down?
frame
No.
houses and stores in the midst
God
of a
damn it.
flat,
Okay, well,
windy region full of clouds of red dust. There are about 500 inhabitants besides the
Okay,
Indians
I'm
on the
just gonna
neighboring
put-
reservation.
I'm gonna put this on hold for a while. I really want to go to the resident archive, so I'm just gonna put all this stuff in here,
And the oil boom has not reached this part of the state.
and I'll head up
My
and grab
train
another
grew into
chest.
twilight, and I felt rather lost and uneasy, cut off from wholesome and everyday things, as it puffed away to the southward without me. The station platform was filled with curious loafers, all of whom seemed eager to direct me when I asked for the man to whom I had letters of introduction. I was ushered along a commonplace main street whose rutted surface was red with the sandstone soil of the country, and finally delivered at the door of my prospective host. Those who had arranged things for me had done well, for Mr. Compton was a man of high intelligence and local responsibility, while his mother, who lived with him and was familiarly known as Grandma Compton, was one of the first pioneer
Okay, so I'll
generation
put these
mothers
away,
with a veritable mine of anecdote
and
and
then
folklore.
we just need another chest, so I'll make one.
Summed up for me all the legends current among the villagers, proving that the phenomenon I'd come to study was indeed a baffling and important one. The ghosts, it seems, were accepted almost
Just
as
be
a matter of
absolutely
course by
sure.
everyone.
I'm gonna make sure I'm not carrying
Two
one. No, I am not.
generations had been born
Okay,
and
let's head to
grown
the
up
resident
this
archive.
side
We've
of
got
the
a few hours to get there before it gets dark.
Its restless figures.
And I'm gonna take this outer path this time.
So that the village and the farms had not spread toward it in all 4 decades of settlement.
Okay, probably don't need to be taking
Infectious
damage,
individuals had
especially if we're
several
gonna do the
times
boss
visited.
fight, which we may or may not get to.
Come back to report that they saw no ghosts at all when they neared the dreaded hill. That somehow the lone sentinel had stepped out of sight before they reached the spot, leaving them free to climb the steep slope and explore the flat summit. There was nothing up there, they said, merely a rough expanse of undergrowth. Where the Indian warrior had vanished to, they had no idea. He must, they reflected, have descended the slope and somehow managed to escape unseen along the plain, although there was no convenient cover within sight. At any rate, there did not appear to be any opening into the mound, a conclusion which was reached after considerable exploration of the shrubbery and tall grass on all sides. In a few cases, some of the more sensitive searchers declared that they felt a sort of invisible, restraining presence, but they could describe nothing more definite than that. It was simply as if the air thickened against them in the direction they wished to move. It is needless to mention that all these daring surveys were conducted by day. Nothing in the universe could have induced any human being, white or red, to approach that sinister elevation after dark.
Okay, so we'll go up here.
Indeed, no Indian would have thought of
We'll be back to the Resonant Archive in no time. I should just tell you that I did go into the commons off camera after last episode, just briefly, and I picked up some kitchenware and some of the clothing that's in there, but not nearly all of it. So we'll pick up where I left off, basically, which was right before the commons. Is this Fireclay? Yeah.
The first of these cases had occurred in 1891, when a young man named Eaton had gone with a shovel to see what.
Okay, so it's just right up here, and we're here in plenty of time for it to still be light out.
Report of another youth who had been out to the mound and had found nothing. Eaton had watched the mound with a spyglass from the village, while the other youth made his trip. And as the explorer neared the
I'm
spot,
having trouble finding a good climb area.
deliberately down into the tumulus.
Okay, here.
Trapdoor and staircase existed on the top. The other youth had not
There we go.
noticed how the Indian disappeared, but had merely found him gone.
Okay.
Upon arriving at the mound,
I believe it's just right around this little corner here.
resolved to get to the
Yep, there we
bottom
go.
of the mystery.
Okay, and as you can see, I've been placing some items outside here that are in need of transport,
Then they saw his
and I'll
figure
continue that
melt
tradition as
slowly
well
into
today.
invisibility.
Let's put some things we don't
Courier
really need
appeared
here.
till after the
I mean, I
dusk
probably
had
don't
fallen.
need these tools because I'm not going to be mining, so I'll leave these out here for now.
About 2
Or
hours after
digging,
nightfall,
really,
he staggered into the village, minus
or
his spade
axing.
and other belongings, and burst into a shrieking monologue
Oh, I need two on this.
disconnected ravings. He howled of shocking abysses and monsters, of terrible carvings and
Okay, so I'm
statues,
gonna go with that.
of inhuman captors and grotesque tortures.
And I really don't need any ladders,
Grotesque
honestly.
abnormalities too complex and chimerical even to remember.
Okay, but I think I'll take everything else. Maybe I'll put a couple of these down.
We would moan over
So I'll
and
probably
over again.
make at least one return trip to the surface
They
before we
are
take on the
over
boss.
and came here from
Okay,
somewhere
cool.
else. They know what you think and make you know what they think. They're half man, half ghost. Cross the line, melt and take shape again, getting more and more so. Yet we're all descended from them in the beginning. Children of
Okay.
two,
Nice.
everything made of gold. Monstrous animals, half human, dead slaves, madness. Yeah, Shabnagura, that white man. Oh my God, what they did to him. Eaton was the village idiot for about 8 years, after which he died in an epileptic fit. Since his ordeal, there had been 2 more cases of mound madness and 8 of total disappearance. Immediately after Eaton's mad return, 3 desperate
Okay.
and determined men had gone out
As you can see,
together
right out of the gate,
with spades and pickaxes.
the lights are off, so we need to go reactivate the engineering section.
Ghost melt away as the explorers drew near, and afterward saw men
There's the guard room.
begin scouting around through the underbrush. All at once, they faded into nothingness.
Okay, there's the library. So the engineering's just right below library.
Watcher, with an especially powerful telescope, thought he saw other forms dimly materialize beside the hapless men, drag them
Okay,
down into
so
the
we'll head back
But this
into
again
here. Now,
was
last
done
time you'll recall, we put the large temporal gear, just like this one is in that socket, we placed an extra one in this socket. So now both sides of this machine work. And what that does is it allows us access to other parts of the dungeon.
Then, about 1910, a fellow too
Go ahead and do 16 at a time in here.
made a trip to the shunned spot and found nothing.
Alright, I'll go ahead and light this up.
By 1915, the acute dread and wild legendary of 91 had largely faded into
And we'll
the
wait for this
commonplace
machine to turn
and
on.
imaginative ghost tales at present surviving. That is, had so faded among the white people
There it goes.
on the nearby reservation.
And it's active. Now, the one little thing that we still need to get is this, another one of these, because right now, essentially what's happening is we're drawing energy, or we're like pressuring energy out of this tube system, but apparently we're not pressuring it out of this system. which these pipes go into, and so only this is lighting up and activating things in the dungeon, but now, as you can see, it's light again.
The next trip was the solitary venture of
Alright, let's go over and do the commons now.
pioneer who had helped to open up
This might be slightly dangerous in the sense that, so we've done Noble's quarters. I'm comfortable with that, right? Yeah. Okay. And now you can see the outline of this thing. It's kind of scary the way they made it. I love it. It doesn't follow a lot of rules in this world. It's not a cubic shape, basically. Okay, here's the garderobe. Bathroom. And then here we have the commons. Now, first and foremost, again, there will be some enemy spawns in here, notably locusts. I've killed a bunch of drifters and such in here, and I wonder if some of those weren't placed spawns. In other words, set spawns like with a one-time kind of generation thing. Not really sure. So what I did off camera is I just grabbed a bunch of pots and pans from this table and around the corner and stuff. I'll show you that in a minute, but we're going to start out by going back here. This is a little back area behind the locust nest, and as you can see, it's got rubble here. But I also grabbed a few things from some of these containers, not everything obviously. I will take these for now, but I'll probably end up replacing them with other things. That's where we came in at. And so as we go through here, you know, let's see what we find. It looks like I already did this room. And this room, these are all the little bedrooms, the commons, as it were, of the people that lived in this ruin back in the day. Okay. I can't seem to get to traverse this area. I'm pretty sure you can though. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, and that's nice. We got fur boots. Let's see, those are armor though. Oh, but I could do that. That's good. That'll keep me warmer. Okay, there we go.
Of course, there was an investigation, and the Indians at the reservation were grilled unmercifully, but they knew nothing and had nothing.
Okay, so there's that room.
At least none of them.
Couple more down here. Some bandages might come in handy actually in the battle. A lot of these common shirts. Couple arrows. And a nice cloth there. More leather. A simple bow. Is that what it is? Yeah. 240, 3.25. 600. 4 damage plus 30 accuracy. So, you know, pretty big difference, but not crazy. Okay. So that's that.
You let them alone. You have no bad medicine. Red man no. You no get catch. White man meddle.
Okay, and then this leads back to the locust nest room, but it's blocked off, so that's why we couldn't come out this way. More leather. I'll definitely take that. Could probably use that to repair my armor in real time, actually. I might wait until close to the boss fight, but it's interesting to have. Okay, let me actually, no, it's fine. Last room, okay, cool. Start in the back. Yeah, we'll definitely get rid of that flint.
all
Okay,
around
so I'm gonna
the
get rid of
base
this
of the
flint.
Sinister Hill. Evidently, they
And
meant to survey
then
their territory very gradually, minutely.
get rid of the
Minutes
bone
passed,
arrow,
and they did not
get rid of
reappear,
the
nor were they ever seen again.
flint arrows. It's just gonna be confusing in battle if we have
All around
those.
was a thing of panic,
And I'll take
fright,
the rope ladders.
and
We'll
only
get
the
rid
excitement
of
the Great War served to restore it to the farther background of Binga folklore. It was
those.
unvisited from 1916 to 1919.
Okay, and that is it for this back hallway. Now again, we came in through here. There's a blockage there. Keep that in mind as we come back out through the locust nest room. What's that? Can I pick this up?
An epidemic that waxed as one youth after another returned unhurt and contemptuous.
It'd be so cool if I could pick that up, but I cannot. Okay. Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, that's nice. Let's grab that, I guess. Okay. And we are straight up full on inventory, so before proceeding to that part of the dungeon, I'm gonna go unload my inventory. Let's see, that's... Yep. So I'll head back up here. And again, the goal is to get into the library, so we'll be pursuing that as we go. But I've got to do a 180-degree transfer to this side to get back out and put my inventory away. Excuse me. Actually, I gotta respond to a phone thing real quick.
His forehead was a queer scar like a branded hieroglyph. 3 months after he and his brother Walker had vanished, he skulked into his house at night, wearing nothing but a queerly patterned blanket, which he thrust into the fire as soon as he had got into a suit of his own clothes. He told his parents that he and Walker had been captured by some strange Indians, not Wichitas or Caddos, and held prisoners somewhere toward the west. Walker had died under torture, but he himself had managed to escape at a high cost. The experience had been particularly terrible, and he could not talk about it just then. He must rest.
Okay, so we're just gonna drop off all this clothing. And this is one, like, downside of this dungeon, is that there's so much clothing in it. And although I like accumulating clothing in this game, and I definitely need to get the mod where you can put clothing on mannequins, clothing doesn't store so well.
What one could call real Indians. He would explain about that later. Meanwhile, he must rest. Better not to rouse the village with the news
I
of
think
his
I can place all
return.
this down.
He would go upstairs and sleep. Before he climbed the rickety flight to his room, he took a pad and pencil from the living room table and an
Can I put this down?
pistol from his father's desk drawer.
Cool.
3 hours
This
later,
goes in
the shot rang out. Ed Clay had
here.
put a bullet neatly through his temples with a pistol
And we
clutched
can
in
put
his
the
left
shoes
hand, leaving
on the
a
ground.
sparsely written sheet of paper on the rickety table near his bed. He had, it later appeared from the whittled pencil stub and stove full of chart paper, originally written much more, but had finally decided not to tell what he knew beyond vague hints. The surviving fragment was only a mad warning scrawled in a curiously backhanded script, the ravings of a mind obviously deranged by hardships, and it read thus, rather surprisingly for the utterance of one who had always
Okay, this is only 0.3 servings, so I'll have that.
For God's sake, never go near that mound. It is part of some kind of a world so devilish and old.
0.6
cannot be spoken
there.
about. He and Walker went and was
That's
took
fine.
into the thing, just melted at times and made up again. And the whole world outside is
Can I place this on the ground?
of what they can do. They what live forever young.
Not
as they
really.
like, and you can't
But
tell
I
if
think
they're
I could
really
just do
men,
that.
just ghosts. And what they do can't be spoke about. And this is only one
Alright, that's
entrance.
cool.
Can't tell how big the whole
Pretty sure the
thing is.
conch can go on the
For what we've
ground.
seen, I don't want to live anymore. France was nothing besides this. And see that people always keep away. Oh God, they would.
Okay, Okay,
Did
so
they
let's
see
get this on the
Paul
ground.
Walker like he was in the end? Yours truly, Ed Clay. At
That
the
cannot go on the
autopsy,
ground apparently.
it was found that all of young Clay's organs were transposed from right to left within his body, as if he had been turned inside out.
Oh, that's kind of a cool look. I like that decorative look.
I'm
I'm gonna keep this leather on me. I'm gonna keep these bandages on me, and then we'll put everything else down. So these can go here.
Whether there was a mistake somewhere, or whether some unprecedented metamorphosis had indeed occurred, is still an unsettled question, as is also the origin of the hieroglyph-like scar on the forehead. That was the end of the explorations of the mound. In the 8 intervening years, no one had been near the place, and few indeed had even cared to level a spyglass at it. From time to time, people continued to glance nervously
I'll throw those in there for now.
as it rose starkly from the plain against the
So that
western
restores
sky,
3 over 10
and to
seconds.
shudder at the small dark speck
2 over 10 seconds. So these are
that
slightly
paraded by
better
day and the glimmering
healing
wolves
objects.
that danced by night. The thing was,
Can I repair
accepted at
this
face value as a mystery, not to be probed,
with leather?
and by common consent, the village shunned the subject. It was, after all,
I think this is a one-time use kind of thing, so I don't think I can. Can definitely repair this though, and I will, and I did. So that's nice.
The mound
Okay.
side of the village was simply kept trailless, as if it had been water or
Oh, hold on.
swampland or desert. And it is a curious
Couple more
commentary on
things
the
here.
solidity and imaginative sterility of the human animal, at the whispers with which children and strangers were warned away from the mound.
The
quickly
simple
sank
bow we'll
once
leave
more
as
into the
well.
flat
Okay, cool.
tale of a murderous
That
Indian
looks
ghost
good.
and his squaw victim. Only the tribesmen on the reservation and thoughtful old-timers like
I think
Grandma
between the
Compton
beef jerky and the beef
remembered the
meal will be
overtones of
good. So I'm gonna
unholy
leave these 4 meals here until we come back
cosmic menace,
to
which
drop stuff
buffeted
off.
around the ravings of those who had come back changed and
Okay.
shattered. It was very late, and Grandma Compton had long since gone upstairs to bed when Clyde finished telling me this. I hardly knew what to think of the frightful puzzle, yet rebelled at any notion to conflict with sane materialism. What influence had brought madness or the impulse of flight and wandering to so many who had visited the mound?
Alright, here we are.
Vastly impressed, I was spurred on, rather
Now,
than deterred. Surely I must get to the bottom of this matter, as well I might if I kept a cool head and an unbroken
so we've done the bell workshop. If I wanted to farm bells, by the way, I think I could. I think that battle has been reset in the bell workshop, wherever it is. I guess it's over there. Oh, I almost fell there. It's not the end of the world if you do fall, by the way. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. But if you do fall, just get onto the next ledge down below. As you can see, there's yet another layer to this dungeon. The engineering's looking good. This will be the garderobe, I think. Noble's quarters, okay. Garderobe, okay. So the commons, the noble, and the garderoom are in this line. So next time I come out, I should take a left when I get down here. But here's the commons again now. Let's see if there's any more locusts. Yes, there are. Best to take them out before I get surprised by them. Okay, so we did these back rooms back in there. I've already done this off camera, I think. Okay, so that leaves this door as the next place to go. I'm gonna lock this behind me just in case. We have this passage this way, we have a passage this way, and a passage this way. Let's go to the left first. And I've already largely surveyed this area, but we'll finish it now. Actually, I might not have really done too much in here. Okay. So this area kind of reminds you of the guard room a little bit. this is obviously like food storage, which is cool. It's a nice little cellar, if nothing else. And then like a food storage cellar. We do have some clay works here, which I will take for sure. I already took some pots and pans and things from here. We do have some firewood, and I'm gonna come back to this one in a second. But first, let's go back here. This looks like a bit of a alchemy lab or drug lab or something. Wish I could take this chest with me. Grab all that. Again, more potions and scrolls and things. Again, I wish I could take them, but they're awesome bits of clutter, so we love them. Take all that. It's nice. Okay, so that's that. Now we are left with only one passage. One thing to note, though, is that there is a fairly obvious ladder here, and we will definitely be coming back to that. But first, we're going to go out here. Now, be warned, the first time you do this, it can be a little bit dangerous, because in one of those rooms, there is a Sawblade Locust. And I haven't really fought one of them yet in this, but we're going to take a look at this room first. Nothing. Okay. So I'm being unbelievably cautious as we go through these couple rooms, because the Sawblade is lurking around here somewhere, and it's very tight quarters, and you can easily find yourself in trouble if you're not careful. There it is. Okay. Can I cheese this guy? I doubt it. Okay, well, we know he's locked in here. I wish I could cheese him, but I can't. Okay, so I'll have to unlock it and fight him like a proper battle. I hate that sound. I'm gonna kite him. I could have tried to. That was only 5 shots. That's not bad. It's not nearly as tough as a bell, but they definitely strike really hard. We apparently got a injection valve there. That's kind of cool. Okay, so that wasn't so bad actually. Okay, thought that was gonna be a lot rougher. I guess if you know it's coming, it's less crazy, but if you don't know it's coming, it will fuck you up, kind of. Meaning it'll scare you and catch you off guard. Okay, that music's getting deeper and louder. What's that? A piece of straw? That's cool. I think you can wear that as a mask in the mask clothing slot. Okay, so I think that's it for these. Oh, one more. Okay, one more. Nice temporal gear. I'll take that. Okay. There's the remains of the Sawblade. And as you can see, if the Sawblade got out here and started going up these walls, it just creates a mess. Now, the way you're supposed to proceed is you're supposed to go down here. But if, for example, you were to, like, not notice that, one other option you would have, of course, is simply coming out here and just popping down. And for some reason, I did not take damage on that. But if you were to take that ladder from the kitchen, you would come out to this room, which has nothing in it. This ladder goes up here. Up there, I mean. And yeah, so that toilet would just kind of, or it's not even a toilet, it's a well, I think, essentially. Yeah, it's a well. So it goes down here. And this room has nothing in it other than just this water retaining area. But it has one solitary light here. And this guides you out. Is there a chest here? Oh, okay, there is a chest here. But I guess nothing's in it. Yeah, okay. I'm just out of... in the interest of thoroughness. Now, shockingly, I didn't take damage on that fall. I'm not sure if that's designed or if that's... there's like, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's just kind of a percentage or something, but sometimes you don't take damage when you fall. Sometimes I feel like that happens when you're like hugging the wall more. Alright, and then we have this that was blocked off from where the library is above and the engineering section. This is the blocked off area, so you can't go up or down through there. We do have the translocator room here. So we have reservoir, translocator room. Let's finish going around the edge before we go in there. Okay, that just ends there. And then if you go all the way over to this side, on this side we have what's marked as waste. Now this similarly just ends right about here. Now the reason this exists, from a level design standpoint anyway, I mean it's kind of cool that they have a waste room that looks like it too. Oh, can I get that? Oh, I wish I could get that. That's Terra Preta. That's the best dirt in the game. Oh, I wish I could grab that. Okay, well, I guess that's just waste. Now, but if you were to fall down here, I'll show you what happens then. First of all, it's slightly dangerous, obviously. Anytime you fall, it's... boy, I didn't take damage that time either. That was weird. But you can, like, you might wonder how do you get out when you fall down here. It's dangerous because it's a big dark area that might have drifters. And here's what this thing looks like, and you can't even focus on it. It's like transparent, or it's well, it's something where you can see it, but you can't touch it. I mean, it blocks you, but you can't look at it directly, kind of thing. Anyway, if you were to like look around, eventually you'd find this. This is the little area where you can get out at. Now I'm gonna put a torch here, so we always have that lit up. I mean, there's other little goofy things down here. It's like rubble and stuff like that. But there's just the one exit, I think. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so let's go over here. It doesn't even have a label on it. It's just a little door. And then you come up here. Okay, and then we're right back here. Alright. Cool. And this is the translocator room now. So that's on this end that we started out by going down. Okay? So from a level design standpoint, that's how you get out of the basement. Now, I don't think these can be repaired. Pretty sure. Yeah. But this one is already working, so... and you can find some good ores in here. I'm not going to waste too much time doing that. Oh, I wish I had my other torches with me. I brought way more torches, and yet I didn't bring hardly any of them here. I may cheat in some torches. Is that cool? Otherwise, I'd have to go all the way back up and get them. I think I brought like 30-something torches or something. So I'm just gonna grab like 17 of them. Okay. I could have easily done that manually, but I've decided that it's not worth it. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. I'll get the stuff in these crates on the way out. Okay. Yeah. so go ahead and put those there.
I decided to carry these latter things slung over my shoulder with a stout cord.
Okay, so first and foremost, let's... And I could have done those two anyway without cheating them in, so let's see if I need all these other ones I brought. Rye and spelt, nothing great there.
My start was timed for early the next morning, and all the rest of that day I was
Okay,
treated
I will
with the
take that.
uneasy respect which people give to a man about to set out for certain doom. When morning came, a cloudy though
And
not a
then
threatening morning, the whole village
take
turned
that.
out to
I'll
see me
take it all.
start across the dust-blown plain.
But I'm gonna keep some of the less valuable stuff in there.
I resolved to keep him in sight as steadily as possible during my approach. At the last moment, a vague sense of dread oppressed me.
Oh, and we have another torch holder here.
Enough to let
And we do actually, you know what?
my chest, in full view of any beings or ghosts who might be inclined to heed it. Bidding au revoir to Compton and his mother.
Oh, you can use papyrus on that. I didn't know that.
Brisk stride, despite the bag in my left hand and the clanking pick and shovel
Can
strapped
I?
to my back.
Is there a way to do this realistically? To turn these into lighted torches, or is that just meant to like say if you go upstairs you can light this again, dummy? Yeah.
I saw the man very clearly, and fancied I could
I don't think I
trace
can
an
even place
expression
this.
of infinite evil and decadence
Yeah,
on
I
his
can't. So,
seamed, hairless features.
okay, well, it's interesting.
I was startled too to see that his goldenly gleaming weapon case bore hieroglyphs
I'm gonna
very
put just a
similar to those
few of these
on
things
the unknown
in
talisman I wore.
here.
All the creature's costume and trappings bespoke exquisite workmanship and cultivation. Then, all too abruptly, I saw him start down the farther side of the mound and out of sight. When I reached the place, about 10 minutes
Okay.
after I set out,
With all that,
there was no one there.
we can finally start
There is no need of relating how I spent
looking
the
on
early part
these,
of
I
my
guess.
search, surveying and circumnavigating the mound,
Okay.
taking
Oh,
measurements,
we got even
stepping
more.
back to view the thing
And
from
yet
different
another
angles.
torch holder.
It had impressed me tremendously.
Okay, so
as
I'm
I
gonna put
approached it, and there seemed
these
to be a kind of latent menace
in
in
here.
its two regular outlines. It was the only elevation of any sort on
And
the
the
wide,
firewood, I think we
level plain,
can we stack
and I
this?
could not doubt for a
No.
moment that it was an artificial tumulus.
Alright,
The
whatever.
steep
I'll
sides
just carry it
seemed
for
totally
now.
unbroken, and without marks of human tenancy or passage. There were no signs of a path toward the top.
Actually, let's put these in a crate. I know we can do that. And same with this black coal. I'm gonna place in this crate. Okay. Sorry, I'm like being hyper technical about inventory. We have two ways to go here. I'm gonna go left first. Now we've got 3 ways to go. Again, place the torch there. Oh, we've got a saw blade here. Okay. How did it not hit me? I have no idea.
Could not be other than a collective hallucination. I looked about with considerable perplexity and alarm, glancing wistfully
Okay, how
back at the village and the mass of black dots.
It's kind of a tough place to fight because of all the rubble.
Training my glass upon them, I saw that they were studying me.
This is tough for him too, though. Okay, well that went pretty well. Okay, so note to self, there's a saw blade on the left passage. Okay, so I'm gonna go left here first, and then left here. Oh god. Okay, that's a nightmare. Drifter. Very strong drifter. Okay, he got me. And that's a corrupt locust. Sort of a medium locust, if you will. And I can't one-shot them like my normal locusts. There we go. Is this the torch? Yeah. Pretty pathetic reward, though, for that one. Okay, so that's the translocator room. We turned left, and then left again. We went up here.
At the same time, I noticed another
and
very peculiar thing, namely that the
put that
Indian
torch
talisman
there.
swinging from my neck seemed to be
We'll go left here.
at a point
That's why I
about
brought all these
17
torches.
feet southeast of the suggested bowl. Its gyration
Okay, I'm gonna go
brought
left
whenever I
here.
happened to stoop around that point, and it tugged downward
So I guess the telltale sign if I've been somewhere is whether it's lit up or not.
The more I noticed this, the more it struck me. Till at length, I decided to do a little preliminary digging there.
Okay, and back here is what you want. So basically,
I turned up the soil with
I didn't
my
know that how
trench
easy
knife.
this wasn't.
I
I've never
could
done it
read
this
up
way
one
before, but
read
if
the
you just go
relative
left,
thinness of the reddish
you
regional
get to
layer.
this part that you need, the pump head, which is what we're going to use back at the engineering section to get into the library.
I found a strange black zone.
But
less than a
there's
foot
much
down.
more to do here while
It
we're
was such soil
in the
as one
translocator
finds
mine.
in the strange, deep valleys farther west and south, and must surely have been brought from
And
a
there's nothing in
considerable
there.
distance in the prehistoric age when the mound was reared. Kneeling
Okay,
and
so we
digging,
came from there.
I felt the leathern cord
Let's just
around my
pop
neck
down
tug
here and look,
harder
nothing.
and harder.
And let's pop off to the
Something in
right.
soil seemed to draw the heavy metal talisman more and more. Then I felt my
Okay, ore
implement strike
blasting.
a hard surface and wondered if a rock
Sadly, we're out of
lay rested
inventory
beneath.
space.
Prying about with the trench knife,
I
I found that such was not the case.
kind of
Instead,
guess I prefer
to my
that.
intense surprise and feverish
We may have to
interest,
come back.
I brought up a mold-plugged, heavy object of cylindrical shape, about a foot long and 4 inches in diameter.
There's
which
granite
my
stones in
hanging
those.
talisman
I'm not
glowed
going to
with
take those,
tool-like
obviously.
tenacity. As
Should I
cleared
trade
off the
anything
black
out?
loam, my wonder and
I
tension
really don't need
increased.
these, probably.
The vast reliefs revealed by that process.
I hate to give them up.
The whole
Don't need
cylinder,
that, I guess.
ends and all, was
And
covered with
then...
figures and hieroglyphs, and
Can I eat
saw
something,
with growing
maybe?
excitement that these
No.
things were in the same unknown tradition as those
Alright,
of Charm, and on the yellow metal trappings of the ghost I had seen through my binoculars. Sitting down, I further cleaned the magnetic cylinder against the rough
Ow.
corduroy
Okay, that's a corrupt drifter.
and observed that it was made of the same heavy, lustrous,
He got me pretty good, actually. This is slightly convenient now, because I know that I can just use these to heal, which we probably should have been thinking about anyway.
Very horrible, nameless monsters and designs fraught with insidious evil, and all were of the highest finish and craftsmanship. I could not at first make head or tail of the thing, and
Okay,
handled it aimlessly.
and that's a good
till I
partial
spied a
healing.
cleavage near one end.
Um,
Then I sought eagerly for some mode of opening, discovering at last that the end simply unscrewed. The cap yielded with difficulty, but at last it came off, liberating a curious aromatic odor. The sole contents was a
that's fine,
bulky
okay.
roll of a yellowish,
so that will get
paper-like
us caught up
substance
to this
inscribed
point,
in greenish characters,
and that's where
for
we
a
came
second I had the
from, right?
supreme
Or did we
thrill
come
of
from down there?
fancying that I held
We
a
came from
written
down there. That guy
key
just
to
spawned.
unknown elder worlds and abysses beyond time. Almost immediately, however, the unrolling of one end showed that the manuscript was in
Okay.
Spanish, albeit the formal.
So we came from down here.
Spanish
This was
of a
that
long-departed
left
day.
strategy.
In the golden sunset light, I looked at the heading and the opening
But while we're
paragraph,
over here, let's
trying to decipher
let's
the
go back
red
here
headed,
and
ill-punctuated
consolidate our
script
inventory
of the
slightly.
vanished writer.
With
What
black
manner of
coal,
relic
let's get the
was
black
this?
coal
Upon
in
what
this
sort of
box.
discovery had I stumbled?
Then let's
The
get.
first word set me in a new fury of excitement and curiosity.
I guess I can put
For instead of
these in
diverting
here.
me from my original quest, they startlingly confirmed me in that very effort. The yellow scroll with the green
And
script
copper
began
can
with
go
a
in
bold,
there.
identifying caption and a
I guess I could put a torch here
ceremoniously
too.
desperate appeal for belief
I'm
in
not gonna do that.
incredible revelations to
I
follow.
don't think we need that many torches.
Relación de Pánfilo, de Zamacona en
Okay,
Núñez,
so
Hidalgo de la Huaca en Asturias, Tocante al Mundo, Soterráneo de Zinyan, AD 1545. El nombre de la Santísima,
you need to be careful here.
Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo, tres personas distintas sean solo. Dios verdadero y de la Santísima Virgen Nuestra Señora, yo, Pánfilo de Zamacona, hijo de Pedro Guzmán y Zamacona,
So that's the way up
Hidalgo y de la Doña,
the area where we got the
Zamorano y
artifact.
Núñez,
This
de la
goes
Huaca
forward
en
and straight
Asturias.
back. Let's see where this
Ah,
goes.
que todo Quideco es verdadero
Okay, we'll
como
take this next
sacramento.
left first.
I paused to reflect
Iron
on the
ore,
portent
medium,
and
that's cool.
significance of what I was reading. The
It's just
narrative of
limonite.
Pánfilo de Zamacona y Núñez, gentleman of Luaca in Asturias, concerning the subterranean world of Zinyan, AD 1545.
Coming up here.
Here, surely,
So this is
was
clearly
too
a
much
place
for
where they
any
were
mind
mining
to absorb
iron.
all at once. A subterranean world.
The Resonance
Again, that
Archive people, I mean.
persistent idea, which filled
Bizarrely, though, they're giving us hematite nuggets and not
all the utterances of those who had come back from the
limonite.
mound. And the date, 1545. What could this mean? In 1540,
Okay, so we'll go
Coronado
straight
and his
this
men had
time.
gone north from Mexico into the wilderness. But had they not turned back in 1542? My eye
Okay,
ran
we
twice
cleared
over
that.
the open part of the scroll, and almost at once seized on the name
Okay, so we're
Francisco
clear right up
Vasquez de
until
Coronado.
this
The writer of
intersection,
this thing
and the only
clearly
place we haven't really gone is off
Coronado's men. But what had he been doing in this
here,
remote
it looks
realm
like.
3 years after his party had gone
Can I
back?
get up through here?
I must read further. For another
Ow,
glance told
fuck.
me that what was now unrolled was merely a
Okay, that was
summary of Coronado's
very nearly a
northward
bad
march,
situation. This is a
differing in no
bit of a
essential
trap
way
area. I don't like
from
being
the
up here.
account known to history. It was only the waning light which checked me before I could unroll and read more. And in my impatient bafflement,
Okay, it looks like I
almost
can... No,
began
I
to be
cannot sneak in
frightened
here.
at the onrush of night in this sinister place.
Uh,
Others, however,
I don't think there's anything
had
back there anyway.
forgotten
Okay,
the lurking terror, for I heard a loud,
so...
distant hallooing from a knot of men who had gathered at the edge of the town. Answering the anxious hail, I restored the manuscript to its strange cylinder, to which the disc around my neck still clung, until I pried it off and
We're
packed it
officially
in my smaller
clear,
implements for departure. Leaving the pick and
except for
shovel
this
the next day's
path
work,
off to the
I
right
took
here.
out my handbag, scrambled down the
Super
steep
convenient,
side of the mound,
for sure.
and in another quarter hour was back in the village explaining and exhibiting my curious
Let's
find.
just
As
get rid of
darkness
that
grew
club. We
on,
certainly don't need
I
that.
glanced back at the mound I had so
Don't need the
lately left,
grass.
and saw with a shudder that the faint bluish torch
Don't
of
need
the
these
nocturnal
seeds.
squaw ghost had begun to glimmer. It was hard
Don't need the
work
flint.
waiting to get at the bygone Spaniard's narrative, but
Don't
I
need
knew
these
I must
extra
have quiet
torches.
and leisure for
Okay.
a good translation. So reluctantly saved the task
So that's
for the
pretty
later
good
hours
to
of night.
clear out the old inventory. We've got a few more slots now, and we'll just use this as a sort of place to come back to
Ascended to my room for the translating process as soon as I
later, you know.
could. My host and his mother were intensely eager to hear
Okay.
the tale, but I thought they had
Good
better
enough,
wait
good
till
enough.
I could
Okay.
thoroughly absorb the text myself and give them the
So now
gist
turning to the right
concisely
here,
and unerringly.
we have an intersection
Opening
here, and
my
one goes into
handbag
the
in
water.
light
Let's
of a
skip that
single
for now.
electric bulb, I again took out the
And
cylinder
then another intersection. Let's go to the
noted
right
instant
first.
magnetism, which pulled the Indian
Kind of doing the
talisman
opposite
to
of the other
its carbon
strategy, and we're going to
surface.
the right first. This
The
one has
designs
a whole bunch of
glimmered
coal
evilly on the richly
and
lustrous
anthracite.
and unknown metal, and I could not help shivering as I studied the abnormal and blasphemous forms that leered at me with such
Okay, so
exquisite
where that
workmanship.
torches was the coal room.
I wish now that I had carefully photographed all these designs, though perhaps it is just as well that I did not.
Okay, cool.
Of one
Blasting
thing I am
powder
really
consolidates with a
glad,
pre-existing
that is
stack.
I did
That's
not then
convenient.
identify the squatting, octopus-headed
Okay, I
thing
think there's this
which
path
dominated most of the ornate
and that path.
cartouches, and
Yeah,
which
and
the
that's it. Okay, so we
manuscript
just have
called
these two paths.
Tulu.
Let's go to this path first.
Recently, I have associated it and the legends in the manuscript connected with it with some
Okay, and this goes to
newfound
water as
folklore,
well. Is there any
monstrous
torch holder?
and
No.
unmentioned Cthulhu, a horror which seeped down from the stars while the young earth was still half formed. And had I known of the
I will take
connection
the
then,
obsidian.
I could not have stayed in the same room with the
I
thing.
wish I could. I can't really put a torch there, can I?
A semi-anthropomorphic serpent, I did
Yeah, I'm
quite
concerned
readily
about
place
fighting
a
in the
prototype
water.
of the Ying,
If that becomes the thing.
Quetzalcoatl, and Khufu
Don't see
Pan
anything
conceptions.
there.
Before opening the cylinder, I tested its magnetic powers on metals other than that of Grey Eagle's disc, but found that no attraction existed. It was no
We have a
common
split
magnetism
here.
which pervaded this morbid fragment of unknown
Let me go
world
this
and
way
linked
first.
it to its kind. At last, I took out the manuscript and began
It's all granite.
translating,
That's why it's
jotting
on the
down a synoptic
ground, I guess.
outline in English as I went, and now and then regretting the absence of a Spanish dictionary when I came upon
And then
some
let's check down here. Can I go down here?
especially
Yes.
obscure or archaic word or
Oh,
construction.
wow. That's cool.
There was a sense of ineffable
I don't know if I've ever
strangeness in
explored
thus
this
being
little part of
thrown
this
back nearly 4
before.
centuries,
Does
in
this
the
just
midst of
circle
my
back?
continuous quest.
That's
Thrown
cool. There's a
back to
whole
year
quartz
when my
deposit
own
here.
forebears
Obviously, you
were
can't
settled,
mine it,
keeping
but
gentlemen of
it's still cool.
Somerset and Devon
You can get
under
these.
Henry VIII, with never a thought of the adventure that
These
was
are
to
nice
kick
decorative
their
blocks, so
blood
I'll
to
take those.
Virginia, and the new
I'm gonna leave all the other
and when
like
that
normal
new
quartz
world
though.
possessed, even as now, the
No idea where I am. Okay, that's that path there. So if we would have gone this way normally... Oh, bauxite. I could sure use that, actually. Yeah, fuck that. We'll get the bauxite. Okay, bauxite is useful for making refractory bricks, which we'll need for steel. And yeah, we could probably get bauxite a normal way, but that's nice to have. Just as a bonus, little starting point. Because I haven't found bauxite in the world yet. And that's andesite. Okay, that's interesting. And there's meteoric iron again. We can't mine that, but that's cool that it's there.
Just as Aristotle and I, or Cheops and I, might have stood.
Okay, and this is where this little passage comes out here, I guess. Yeah, okay, so that's where that would come out. Okay. So then that circles back, but then this part goes this way. Where's this? Is this back where I started? Yes, that's the coal room. Okay, so this is the other side of the path here. And that's that. Just pop down here real quick. Was this that sort of middle path that we couldn't get through earlier? Or I didn't take earlier? I think it is, because I think if I go this way, it circles back to that area where we've already been. Yeah. Okay, so that was the middle path. So I believe we've actually gone down every path pretty much at this point. Except for maybe here. Right, and there's nothing here. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've done the translocator room officially, and we've done every square inch of it, frankly. Okay, so going back to the coal room, was there anything I needed from here? No. So this whole section is the flooded section off to the right. The main part of the dungeon is up here and to the left, more or less. Okay, so what I'm going to do... We need to make a drop-off at the top. I guess I might as well take all this black coal with me. I don't know. I struggled to know what to take. I guess I'll prioritize at least that. And then maybe that. Okay, let's go to the surface and drop off our stuff, and then we'll go get ready to do the final battle. We definitely don't have room for this. So just note that we have additional conveniently accessible stuff from the translocator room there. But let's go back to the commons and then back to the surface. Alright. We do need to stop at engineering now that we have this piece. And then in engineering here, as you can see, there's one of these already here. One of these already up here. But this one is busted. So we put that on there. And as you can see, that causes everything... Oh, you know what? I see, yeah, this was here, but that wasn't. So now that's turning. Sorry it's so loud, guys. And that one's turning because both of those components are in. And so now... And just let me check on the coal. 5 left. That's fine, because we're gonna come back anyway. Let me actually,
Curiosity has led him into much stranger places than any of his fellow tribesmen had dared to penetrate. It was Charging Buffalo who told Zamakona of the Clearstone doorways, gates, or cave mouths at the bottom of some of those
alright, we made room in the inventory, so I might as well
which the party had noticed on the northward
grab...
these openings, he said,
Okay, I'll grab the brown coal.
concealed by shrubbery, and few had entered the grant of these. Those who went to where they led never returned.
Okay,
Or in a
so with
few
that,
cases returned mad or
we can
curiously
now
maimed. But all this
go
was
up.
legend, for nobody was known to have gone more than a limited distance inside any of them within the memory of the grandfathers of the oldest living men. Charging
And
himself
indeed, the library doors are now open, which
anyone else,
invites
he had
us
seen enough to curb both his
to the boss battle, which is going to be right down
gold below.
this hole.
Beyond the aperture he had entered,
And you cannot pass otherwise. You cannot... Well, I can, because I have the steeplechase perk. I guess that's one thing about this perk that makes it a little bit OP, is you can just bypass the boss battle, but we're not going to do that. We're honorable. Okay, so but before the boss battle, though, let's unload our inventory and just be ready. You know, we maybe consider sleeping and healing up and that sort of thing.
Something that had sent him back in haste. But the golden cities must be somewhere down there, he added, and perhaps a white man with the magic of the thunderstick might succeed in getting to them.
Wait.
He would not tell the big chief Coronado what he knew. The Coronado would not listen to Indian talk anymore. Yes, he could show
Okay, here we go.
Zamakona the way if the white man would leave the party and accept his guidance. But he would not go inside the opening with the white man. It was bad in there. The place was about a 5 days' march to the south, near the region of Great Mounds. These mounds had something to do with the evil world down there. They were probably ancient closed-up passages to it. For once the old ones below had had colonies on the surface and had traded with men everywhere, even in the lands that had sunk under the big waters. It was when those lands had sunk that the old ones closed themselves up below and refused to deal with surface people. The refugees from the sinking places had told them that
One thing I really haven't done a lot on this playthrough is explore the lore, which we are getting in bits and pieces through books and scrolls. If you do want to look into that, you can certainly just press J.
There had been sentries once at the various openings, but after ages they were no longer needed.
And you can read about
People cared to talk about
Jonas Falks.
and the legends about
The lords
probably have died
tell him to
for certain
help. I mean, look, you can go watch a YouTube video about the lore of this game. It's really good. Basically,
the infinite ancient
it's sort of a vaguely medieval fantasy world that,
near to the borderline
you know, there was this genius guy, Jonas Falks, who started
frequent and
seeing things and inventing...
accordingly. The region of the Great Mounds was often
Did I just hear a shiver?
with spectral nocturnal
Anyway.
battles.
Started inventing things, the inventions went crazy, the world got destroyed, kind of, and he's kind of on a quest to fix it, basically. That's more or less the story. And so, when we see things in the game that are based around, like,
The change was not complete though, for they had to breathe.
on the ground.
It was because the underground world needed air that the openings in the deep valleys were not blocked up as the mound openings on the plains had been. These openings, Charging Buffalo added, were probably based on natural fissures in the earth. It was whispered that the old ones had come down
Yeah, so you
from the
get these
stars
stories about
when it was very
Jonas
young.
discovering this, or the after effects of that, or whatever. And basically, it creates this sort of opening into a secondary realm called the Rust World. And that's bad because there's monsters there and it makes you go insane. And there's also this thing called the Rot that's causing people to... Oh shit, that's... I have to do that for some reason. Okay, well...
They had frightful beasts with a faint strain of human blood, on which they rode, and which they employed for other purposes. The things, so people hinted, were carnivorous, and like their masters, preferred human flesh, so that all although the old ones themselves did not breed, they had a sort of half-human slave class, which also served to nourish the human and animal population. This had been very oddly recruited, and was supplemented by a second slave class of reanimated corpses. The old ones knew how to make a corpse into an automaton, which would last almost indefinitely, and perform any sort of work when directed by streams of thought. Charging Buffalo
Cool.
said
Cool
that the
pile.
people had all come
I'm gonna make a bed with these.
only, speech having been found crude and needless, except for religious devotions and emotional expression, as eons of discovery and study rolled by.
And we'll go ahead and place this.
The great
I'll just
father of
place this in
serpents,
here somewhere.
and Tulu, the octopus-headed entity
There.
that brought them down from the stars.
Actually, that might be a bad place for it,
Monstrosities by means of human
because it's like right in the way of the dismount area. So I'll place it here. There. Okay, so we'll go ahead and sleep up, and that'll heal us up quite a bit too. We're gonna need to eat some of our food too, obviously. Okay.
Regarding native myths of unknown lands, but he did feel that some sufficiently marvelous field of riches and adventure must indeed lie beyond the weirdly carved passages in the earth. At first he thought of persuading Charging Buffalo to tell his story to Coronado, offering to shield him against any effects of the leader's testy skepticism. But later he decided that a lone adventure
Alright, let's put this down here.
If he had no aid, he would not have to share
And
anything
then
he found.
this,
But might
can this stack?
perhaps become a great
Yeah, cool.
discoverer and owner of fabulous riches. Success would make him a greater figure than Coronado himself, perhaps a greater figure than anyone else in New Spain, including even the mighty viceroy Don Antonio de Mendoza. On October 7th, 1541, at an hour close to midnight, Zamacona stole out of the Spanish camp near the Grasshouse village and met Charging Buffalo for the long southward journey. He traveled as lightly as possible and did not wear his heavy helmet and breastplate. Of the details of the trip, the manuscript told very little.
Alright, let's get these on the ground somewhere.
Ravine on October 13th. The descent of the thickly wooded slope took no great time, and though the Indian had trouble locating the shrubbery-hidden stone door again,
Boy, that's getting low. That is getting low. I wish I had more gear.
it was a very small act.
It's probably gonna go out during the battle.
Formed of monolithic sandstone jambs and lintel,
Oh well.
bearing signs of nearly effaced and now undecipherable carvings. Its height was perhaps 7 feet.
Alright, well, we'll just live with it.
There were drilled places in the jambs which argued the bygone presence of a hinged door or gate, but all other traces of such a thing had long since vanished.
Okay, one little trick is that when you are gonna heal up, you can take your armor off and it'll be more effective for some reason. Healing up during this battle is not going to be easy because we'll be under attack the whole time. So, the truth is, we may be underprepared for this battle. We'll see. Okay. So that's half of those. We'll need these. Might as well keep these in the inventory so we can see how we're doing on those. And let's eat one of these. It's basically done. There's 0.1 left there, I guess. Okay, I think that's pretty much what we need. I guess I don't really need the saw either. Okay. Well, let's do this. I think it's very, very possible that we'll die and have to come back down and like resume the battle with like a second life, if you will.
Though from the first he was
But
surrounded
we'll
by a
just kind of
bizarre
see.
and unwholesome atmosphere. The passage, slightly taller and wider than the aperture, was for many yards a level tunnel of cyclopean masonry, with heavily worn flagstones underfoot, and grotesquely carved granite and sandstone blocks in sides and ceiling. The carvings must have been loathsome and terrible.
Alright, here we are.
To judge from Zamakona's description,
And this battle does have some music. I'm gonna just turn it down, turn the sound down just generally. And
came closest to them of all things in the outer world. After some distance, the tunnel began to dip abruptly. Irregular natural rock appeared on all sides. The passage seemed only partly artificial.
okay, that's probably
And
fine.
decorations were limited to occasional cartouches and shocking
Okay, ready?
following an enormous descent.
So I want you to kind of fall onto this pipe here. That'll give you a chance to see what we're up against. And if you're clever, you can start the battle from up here. Or apparently not. Okay, I guess you can't. There he goes. Obviously, we're aiming for the red thing. And we're taking damage. It's best to jump when he hits the ground like that. Oh god. Oh wow. Okay, we are doing poorly. Alright, let's heal. It's really hard to heal in between hits. Okay, well, we're gonna die. It's just how it is. Okay, this is going poorly. So ideally we'd have much better armor, for one thing. Secondly, ideally we would have better healing items. We have very slow healing items, so that's not good. Fuck, I forgot to bring my torches. Did I leave any torches anywhere? No, I guess I'll have to grab one of these. I mean, I don't have to. It's spread enough. I've left a path. It's fine. Okay, so this time I'm going to be just a lot more aggressive, and I'm not going to focus on healing at all. These are basically, yeah, not working anymore. So yeah, we're just going to have to kind of just YOLO this a little bit. We'll probably die 2 or 3 more times, but whatever. Better to do this with more preparation for sure. I've never died on the Eidolon before, so that's sad. And I didn't even get that much damage in on him. I was just so... See, one of the things is they changed the balance for healing. And healing now, you have to stand there for like seconds at a time. You can't just kind of use it. But oh well. It is what it is. Okay, so let's get our stuff. And pick up right where we left off. Ow, that one hurt. That one hurt. Oh, you know what? We could go up to these little things, maybe. I wish I could get in there. Alright, let's get some shots in. Okay, let's try healing. Yeah, we're just simply not able to heal in this battle anymore. Okay. Yeah. sadly, this is just going to be painful. And frankly, I think the rebalance of the healing is very problematic. If I wanted to, I could make a healing potion using the alchemy mod. Maybe that's what I should have done. Um,
turned back at this point, driven by fear of something which he would only describe vaguely
Vitality flask.
as a herd of bad cattle.
That just gives me extra health.
But like the things the mound spirits wrote at night,
Fighting. I mean, yeah, I should probably be using alchemy here, honestly.
any such trifle
There's much more difficult bosses later in the game, so we'll explore those as we get to that point. I was just trying to rush the Eidolon so we could get some groovy loot from him and get kind of a jump start into the various technology and ages that we can get into. But anyway, that's 2 deaths. I think I can do it in 4 lives total. We'll see.
an unearthly cast which made him feel like an intruder on an alien planet. The vast distant plain, thousands of feet below,
Nice.
had no features he could distinguish, especially since it appeared to be largely veiled in a cooling bluish vapor. But more than hill or plain or cloud, the bluely luminous coruscating sky impressed the
Go and
adventurer
eat.
with a sense of supreme wonder and mystery. What created this sky within a world he could not tell, though he
Okay, we got 1 heal in. Nice.
and had even seen it once or twice. He concluded that this subterraneous light was something vaguely akin to the aurora,
Yeah, this
a
sucks.
view which moderns may well endorse, though it seems
I'm just gonna YOLO it. I'm gonna keep YOLOing it.
that radioactivity may also enter in.
My tactics are just bad, and my equipment is
The tunnel he had traversed
very bad. I'm gonna be
defined by a
soon have no armor at all.
very like the one he had entered in the
The
world
problem is there's no real way to get out of this
It was of a greyish
um,
black basalt instead of red
without killing him, so
sandstone.
I'm gonna have to kill him
There were
even without armor,
hideous sculptures,
which is not
still in
ideal.
preservation,
Not ideal.
perhaps corresponding to those on the outer portal, which time had largely weathered away. The absence of weathering here argued a dry, temperate climate. Indeed, the Spaniard already began to note the delightfully spring-like stability of
I mean, we already don't have feet
which
armor,
matched the air of
and
Earth's interior.
now we're getting to the point where we don't have
Or were
chest
we
armor. Are you
reliving
kidding me?
the bygone presence of hinges? But of any actual door or gate, no trace remained. Seating himself for rest and thought, Zamacona lightened his pack by removing
Alright, let's
an
go.
amount of food and torches sufficient to take him back
I
to
wish I
the
could go in there.
These he proceeded to cache at the opening, under a cairn hastily formed of the rock fragments which everywhere lay around. Then,
It's not so bad.
readjusting his lightened pack, he commenced his descent toward the distant plain,
Okay, I'm gonna go with
preparing
this
to invade a
tactic
region
of hiding
which
from
no
him
living thing of outer earth had
and then
penetrated
letting
in
him
a
pound
century
the
or
ground
more, which no
if
white
needed.
man had ever penetrated, and from which, if legend were to be believed, no organic creature had ever returned.
And I think there's a
sane.
second phase to the fight
Zamacona
where he
traversed
starts
the
summoning
downward
locusts.
steep, interminable slope. His progress checked at
Yeah,
times
there it
by
is.
the bad walking that came from loose rock fragments.
And that's not how you want to go out for sure.
The distance of the mist-shrouded
Okay.
plain must have been enormous. For many
Go ahead and
hours
respawn. I'm
walking
sure our armor's gone now.
than he had been before.
So we don't have any kind of equipment that we can use, do we?
The great hills stretching upward
No.
into a bright aerial sea of bluish coruscation
One thing I could do,
was universal.
I could do an unlearn
His own footsteps and the fall
and
of
do
stones
huge
he
stomach,
dislodged struck on his ears with
or
startling
meat shield, I mean.
distinctness.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do an unlearn. We'll unlearn one of our.
Saw the abnormal footprints, which set him to thinking of charging buffaloes, terrible hints, precipitate flight, and strangely abiding terror. The rock-strewn nature of the soil gave few opportunities for tracks of any kind, but at one point, a rather level interval had caused the loose detritus
Okay,
to
let's do
accumulate in a ridge, leaving a considerable area of
healing.
dark grey loam
No, let's do
absolutely bare. Here, in a rambling confusion indicating a large
that one.
herd,
And then we'll go ahead and add meat shield. This will give us a bit of armor, and we have to wait 10 minutes to do that again, but it'll give us a bit of armor from our food. value?
Just what it was that so frightened the
Okay,
Spaniard.
so we don't have any more levels. Okay.
Inferred from his later
By the way, every
hints
time we die, we do
regarding the
lose
beasts,
experience in that
he
mod.
referred
Not that
to
it
the beasts
matters.
as not
We just need to get through
nor
this. So
hands nor feet, nor precisely
let's see how this goes.
nor so large as to cause alarm on that account. Just why or how long ago the things had been there.
Man, I don't really
was
want to
not
lose all
easy
my
to
stuff.
guess. There was no
Oh shit.
vegetation visible,
Okay, thank God I
hence
didn't take
grazing
damage.
was out of the question. But of
Oh,
course,
you know what?
the
While we're
beasts
down
were
here, I might.
carnivorous.
Oh shit, there's
They
a
were
light
to
temporal
us
storm. I've never had
hunters
this happen
or
before.
animals
Can you
whose
imagine doing
tracks their own tend to obliterate.
light
Glancing
temporal? Where
backward
the
from
fuck
this
am I?
plateau to the heights above, Zamacona thought he
There.
detected traces
I
of
was
a
gonna say I'm gonna refresh
winding
engineering real quick.
which had once led from the
Putting more
tunnel
coal in there,
down
but
to the
yeah,
plain.
doing a temporal storm during this boss fight would be insane. I love how loud that is. Okay, we've got.
But the adventurer felt nonetheless certain that it had existed. It had not
Cool.
probably
Actually,
an elaborately paved trunk route, where the small townlet reach seemed
I'm gonna go ahead and
scarcely
place
like
that there. I
the
probably should try to get
descent.
some. You know what? If I took the time to move things into my soulbound bag, I could make progress in getting out of here safely. I could just start. I could just do that, except that I'm gonna die, regroup, and re-armor, and come back. I don't know. That might be the way to go. We'll see. I think if I can get some good shots in and like avoid getting hit constantly, I'll be okay. Just gonna grab some arrows there.
There were signs of grading and of some primal attempt at rock surfacing, but not enough was left to make the route worth following. While rummaging about in the soil with his sword, the Spaniard turned up something that glittered in the eternal blue daylight, and was thrilled at beholding a kind of coin or medal of a dark, unknown, lustrous metal with hideous designs on each side.
We're literally about to die again.
And bafflingly alien to him. And from his description, I have no doubt but that it was a duplicate of the talisman given me by Great Eagle, almost 4 centuries afterward. Pocketing
So,
curious examination,
let's see. That time I've got most of my equipment here. One of the reasons I wanted to do that is because I really wanted to be able to
the next day,
start the battle maybe from up top or something. I think that's actually maybe the way to go here. I think I'm gonna keep going without armor. I know it kind of sucks, but I think we're just gonna get through it. If I can get a handful of shots in, I think we can still do this. And now that I have my bow, and now that the battle's started, I think I can hit him from up above. Maybe that might be a way to cheese him. I mean, you show me a video game battle, I'll show you a way to cheese it. You know. Oh shit. Okay, that was stupid. The hell is wrong with me? Oh, okay. Oh fuck, Joseph, come on. This is so stupid. I'm so dumb. I just am jonesing to get back in there. I can barely see. Fortunately, I can see just enough to get around where I'm going, but man, this is not the right tactic. Okay, here we go. We'll head out. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, here. Okay, we've got a locust. That's nice.
Contrast to his present milieu. It was on this day that he saw the blurred mass moving over the distant plain. Since his first sight of the sinister footprints, he had met with no more of
Okay.
these.
I went the long way, it looks like.
Slowly and deliberately moving mass.
I'm just gonna be careful jumping around these paths. They're treacherous.
Herd of grazing animals could move just like that. And after seeing the
Okay, here we go.
he did not wish to meet the things which had made them.
Engineering.
The moving mass was not near the road, and his curiosity and greed for fabled gold were great. Besides, who could really judge things from
And the library. Here we go.
footprints, or from the panic-twisted hints of an ignorant Indian? In straining his eyes to view the moving mass, Zamacona became aware of several.
Can't really target him from here very easily, but I can get him here.
Parts of the now unmistakable towns, with
Why am I not getting a health bar? Is this working? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it was working totally. Okay, and we got crushed. Okay, that was a good tactic, but sadly I can't repeat it. Okay, we're just gonna YOLO it. I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna get like 3 shots each time. I mean, I guess if I get low enough on respawns, I would consider the soulbound bag method. If I get down to like 5, I might consider that, but for now, I think I'm just gonna try to do this correctly, or you know, kill him in his own right. I mean, what I can tell you is that that tactic of being on the pipe was working, and I got quite a few shots off. Problem is I'm running low on arrows. Okay. He is down to 5. And we've got 13 more uses. I think we're good. I think we're just going to raw dog this and get this done. We're so close.
Amidst the encroaching vegetation, he saw the hideously sculptured pylons of a stone gateway leading off the road, and was presently forcing his way through briars above a moss-crusted, tessellated walk lined with huge trees and low monolithic pillars. At last, in this hushed green twilight, he saw the crumbling and
God damn it. Okay, thank God I didn't take damage that time.
He had no doubt. It was a mass of nauseous bas-reliefs.
I'm just so like impatient to get this done that I'm like rushing these platforms and I really shouldn't. That's okay though, this is better to only fall to 1 level than both 2 levels, you know. Okay, here we are.
Which impairs the informative value of the rest of his manuscript. We cannot help regretting.
Alright, let's YOLO this.
Renaissance Spain had so thoroughly permeated his thought and feeling. The door of the place stood wide open, and absolute darkness filled the windowless interior. Conquering the repulsion which the mural sculptures had excited, Zamacona took out flint and steel, lighted a resinous torch, pushed aside curtaining
Got him.
and sallied boldly across.
Wish the locust would die.
For a moment, he was quite stupefied by what he saw. It was not the all-covering dust and cobwebs of immemorial eons, the fluttering winged things, the shrieking
Okay, there we go.
some sculptures on the wall.
Now, we can actually take the time to heal up. Let me get the loot first real quick.
Pyramidal altar with the hollow top, or the monstrous octopus-headed abnormality
Okay.
of some strange dark metal leering
We do get this vessel thing. Eidolon Elucidatory Vessel. And we can sell that to the treasure hunter trader for a discount on some elk. We got some metal parts, we got some rusty gears. We did get 3 stacked temporal gears, very interestingly. Okay, there we go. So that is the immobilized Eidolon. Now, can you imagine if that thing wasn't immobilized? See, the word immobilized makes just references the fact that it's just not able to move. As you can see, we have absolutely no armor other than head armor at this point, so we'll have to keep it real light as we go forward. But fortunately, there's no more enemies in here, really. Of course, we do have the Temporal Storm coming. I guess I could just chill on the ladder, theoretically. Be relatively safe there. I'll probably go ahead and in the stream before that. But I want to take you into the library real quick as we start looting. So first of all, we've got some more coal here, which is the game's way of telling you need to make a torch and put it and light this shit up here.
As alien to the inner world as to the outer world of men is the one precious metal of the blue lighted abyss. None knows what it is or where it occurs in nature, and the amount of it on this planet came down from the stars with the people that Great Tulu, the octopus-headed god, brought them for the first time.
Okay, this thing can apparently hold quite a bit of coal.
Its only known source was a stock of pre-existing artifacts.
That's crazy how much coal it can add. It can hold.
It could never be.
And I'll do 47, I guess.
Even its magnetism was exerted only on its own.
And now we have light
It was the
coming from beyond this door here.
metal of
By the way, you can reset that fight.
its use being regulated
I don't
by
think he naturally
nature in such a
respawns.
way that its magnetic
And here we have the
might
beautiful
cause no inconvenience.
library.
A very weakly magnetic alloy of it.
And these convenient containers right inside the door. Now, first things first, come over here, grab this schematic. That's the glider schematic, very important. Secondly, we can go up to this thing, and you can search for recent recordings. You hear sounds, blah blah blah, whisper. You hear rhythm sounds, an old man's voice. Look, you see that? Rubedo is not limited to gold. The principle itself scales to greater heights. When Flux is integrated into the process, instead of being at the endpoint, where pathways could be opened up and what, blah blah blah. Aren't you listening? I said there's too many missing. Sure, we are dying like mayflies. I cannot be the only one out, but okay, so it's some old guy. They hardly know anything. Of course, it pains you to see them suffer. They're like lost children. Best to leave them, blah blah blah. Forgive me, my ramblings. I had lost all hope. But here we are, and here you all are, somewhere out there. The world has changed, but if this archive still stands and you're hearing this message, you must already know this. Come find me and my friends. There is much to discuss. The world has shifted since the old days, and yet I've yet to find where the archives now lie. Okay, so apparently things have shifted around in the world. I cannot give you a direct path, but I will have maps delivered to some familiar places. If you can find your way to, let's see, Nadia, the Spoils, the Lazaret, Cardinals, or perhaps Quiet, you will find further directions. If you do not know these lands well, I suppose try asking one or more adventurous sorts around you. Perhaps someone can provide you some assistance. Okay, search for something old. Oh, that's right, you're new here. Well, if it's not as complicated as it seems, blah blah blah. And I don't really have time to read all this. They've codified history.
His fears reached a frantic height as hope of starting the age-clogged metal grew.
The sound isn't exactly written down on the cylinder. We tried that route, but the sound always got muddled. No. What the cylinders do is provide directions like a map, and they tell the resonator exactly where to find the sound within the chamber. Okay, so it's just talking about how it's a memory machine. The great machine itself. Our libraries are gone, our history hoarded by the nobles and left to the rot. This is the last greatest repository of knowledge in all the world, and one will be preserved for all posterity. If Falks doesn't succeed, if we don't survive this, these archives will stand tall for any who come after. If Falks doesn't succeed, just who do you think is left behind if we fail? Okay, so that's it. So basically you get some history here. You can also go around and get these lore books that are bright, like that. And I will go through here and thoroughly search the entire library and get a whole bunch of books. I mean, that's one nice thing about the library is you get a bunch of books. But there's more than just books. There is clutter and artifacts. And I'll just do this side real quick. And so we would definitely get a ton of lore out of these books if we wanted to sit here and read them. I will take all the books back home, though, for decorations, if nothing else. But in addition to that, you'll find little, and I'll do this side later, because we don't have time right now. there's this little nook here, but then if you go up here, the best part of the library is arguably, and I know we have just an hour until the storm, there's another wing right over here. And in this wing, I think we might have tweaked this a bit, it looks brighter. You can get these cool artifacts in here. Like, and these are like the only place in the game you can find this stuff. Yeah.
Zamakona slept profoundly and long. He must have more than made up the sleep he had lost at his 2 previous camps, when the ceaseless glare of the sky had kept him awake, despite his fatigue, for much distance was covered by other living feet, while he lay in his healthily dreamless rest. It is well that he rested deeply.
Insect amber, artisanal bottle. I mean, just some cool, like, treasures. And you can go through and get all these. I will. Is there one per display case, I'm assuming? Yeah, we've got less than half an hour before the storm. So we'll get all these artifacts, these cool artifacts.
As soon as he knew what it was, there could be no mistake about it. It was a definite human and preemptory wrapping.
And there's more books and stuff. We'll come back in for all the books. But then, in addition to all that, just real quick, and I'll do most of this collection off camera after the storm. But just one last thing real quick is if you go up to this level, a couple of really unique hats in the game. In fact, probably the best hats. Do I already have one of these? I already have a fucking crown? Okay. Well, they're very hard to find. I don't know where I got that one, but this one is even cooler. This is Mianguan. I should look that up. Anyway, and then you got like ceramics and stuff you can take too. A couple of chests. Anyway, I'm gonna go hunker down for the. Can drifters even spawn in here? Wouldn't that be neat if there's like some magic in the library that prevents? Oh, looks like there is. Cool. Okay, this is actually a safe place to hold out from the temporal storm. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you were to give yourself some candles. You can absolutely. Oh, I stand corrected. It's still pretty good though. It's a fairly safe place. But yeah, you can just add these candles to these things. And then you'll have permanent light in here even without the coal. I am kind of choosing this temporal storm a little bit by being in creative mode, but it's whatever. There's also a, this is how you get out. And then, let's see, if you go up here, is it this one? No, not that one. In the second floor, there's this additional door here. And honestly, if I was going to play this out legit, I would probably just hide in here. This is basically just a little storage room, but it's so small that it's unlikely. Oh, cool. Got tapestry lore there. Yeah, this is where I'd hide out the storm. So, anyway, I'm gonna stop streaming now. I got stuff to do, but thanks for watching me complete the archive. From now on, what I'm gonna... Oh, man, I gotta get rid of these. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to simply collect things from the library over and over again, bring them to the surface, and then slowly start the process of bringing everything home. I'll bring the most important things first, and so forth, until we're completely done looting this place. But that stuff I'll do off camera. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Vintage Story.